Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ingrid Aifadilah as a college in English department of Pecha University. And as you can see from the title, the topic I would like to speak about today is English conversation for beginners. I'd like to outline my presentation. I divided my presentation into 3 main points. First, some background about English conversation for beginners. Second, how to learn English conversation for beginners. And finally, I will conclude my presentation. Okay, and the presentation, I will be using the monitor in laptop, and the presentation I will be take 6 minutes, and I will glad take any question at the end of my presentation. Okay, let's start with the first point, which is some background about English conversation for beginners. Well, based on the background, that is lack of confidence, because in modern times or modern era, many have become proficient in English, right? So I'd like to emphasize the purpose of this presentation is to give any significant differences for collegiate. And the purpose study is fluent to English and the benefits that are improving knowledge, facilitating communication, and move confidence. Okay, main point first, about speak English fluently. Speak English fluently, you need to do is to watch a lot of English movies with subtitles easily. If you want watch movies English but you only add your vocabulary, you can watch the English movies with subtitles. And then you have to read newspaper daily. Read newspaper to daily, habit of thinking in English. And then next, do every possible things to improve your vocabulary, and it helps to use exact words in the time of need without for longer period while speaking. And then final and last things is that imitate the action of the speak fluently. Okay, this will help to use course of the time to speaking English. Okay, next main point 2 about how to apply English conversation for beginners. How to apply? You have to starting conversation. You have to introduction first, right? And then you have to smoking small talk, to asking and answering question, bridging the conversation, to close and using small talk to the end of the conversation. And then for the example, when we get a new person, we have to put it this way. Doesn't matter if you use basic English, if you beginners, if for beginners it's very great or very good. And then the 3 main points about the right way to learn English. The right way to learn English, that is speak a little English every day. First, the best way to learn English, any new language, to speak it. It doesn't matter if you only know 5 English words, or you have to add your vocabulary with you speak now 5 English words in every day. Or if you are particularly fluent speaking in English with another person. And the second, expand your vocabulary. You can use idiomatic phrases to widen your vocabulary, and the more English phrases learn, the easier speaking English will become. And the final, attend an English class or discussion group with another great way to incorporate some extra English conversation for beginners into your weekly routine. Is sign up for a class or discussion group. For the example, if we are a collegian, we have to presentation. Absolutely, we want class with strangers not familiar with the presentation. Minimal in the class, one presentation in 1 week minimal, right? I think that's all about the right way, but the collegian have to searching in internet about English conversation, English about English, the information positive. And well, that brings me to the end of my presentation. I briefly summarize of my presentation. The main point I'd like to say in my presentation into 3 ways. First, about speak English fluently. Second, how to apply English conversation for beginners. And 3, the right way to learn English for collegian. Okay, all of them is very effective in process of learning because it's not only give any significant differences for collegian, the motivate their gadget as best as possible. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.